We can fault Obama for not providing such a vision, and he surely could have made better choices for the leadership positions on his economic team. But the reality is he didn't. That leaves it to us, to civil society, to spiritual progressives, and more, to provide a compelling vision with a powerful supporting political constituency. Our success depends on a global spiritual awakening that I believe is already well underway and is gaining strength at an exponential rate. It also depends on framing a vision and spelling out the practical steps required for its implementation. Now, the defining differences between the old and the new economies are found in the answer to this question. Who holds power, and what purpose does that power serve? The September 2008 Wall Street meltdown and subsequent events have provided an unequivocal answer, shattered our faith in our governing institutions, and left many among us disillusioned, disoriented, and frightened. We now see all too clearly the extent to which the economic system and the economic resources on which our daily lives depend are controlled and managed by Wall Street bankers and financiers totally lacking in moral sensibility. They recognize only financial values, and their sole objective is to maximize their personal financial assets by whatever means, moral or immoral, legal or illegal. You probably noticed. And then the existing system, as it is designed, rewards them with handsome bonuses for eliminating jobs, for suppressing wages, for corrupting our politics, for raping the environment. Their ethical frame says the environment is simply a source of cheap resources and waste disposal. Now, it's important, these players are not necessarily evil, but they drank the Hermes Kool-Aid by the gallon. They totally confuse money with real wealth, and I believe they truly believe they are contributing to the creation of community wealth by what they do. They have mastered the old economy rules and they play to win. Furthermore, they have bought the politicians who make the rules and control the administrative and judicial institutions that serve as empires in enforcing those rules. Hermes, Ares, and Hades are indeed greatly amused. There are four foundational ideas that frame the new economy and set the stage for the loving, compassionate, cooperative, life-serving economy envisioned by Hestia and Aphrodite. These ideas hold the key to liberating and actualizing our human possibility. The first idea, the new economy must be a living economy devoted to serving life. Rather than maximizing the financial assets of rich people, its proper purpose is to optimize the sustainable potential and use of the regenerative capacity of Earth's biosphere, to optimize the health and happiness of every person, family, community, and natural system through the creation of sustainable livelihoods. Second foundational thought, a living economy is populated by living enterprises that compete not for profits but for excellence in contributing to the well-being of the community, by employing people at a family wage to produce goods and services that build community wealth and well-being. Living enterprises are most likely to prosper when they function as participants in local living economies comprised of hundreds, thousands of like-minded living enterprises functioning together as a cooperative system. You can see right there is a very different way of framing how we think about the business enterprise and its purpose. Third framing idea, ownership. Ownership is power, and the self-defined interests of those who own the enterprise determine its purpose. Living enterprises depend on living owners. Living owners have a direct personal engagement in the enterprise as employees, customers, suppliers, and members of the community it serves. Living owners naturally seek a living return, which includes the benefits of living in a caring, joyful community with a healthy, vibrant, natural environment. Think of that as your total investment return and put our money accordingly. Fourth, the work of replacing the old economy with the new economy is best advanced through a process of emergence and displacement, a concept from forest ecology. We are together creating a new game, a new economy, by building the new economy from the bottom up through citizen action to give people more choices as to where they shop, work, and invest that align with their true values, aspirations, and well-being. We unleash the creative life energy of the community and accelerate the transformation from old to new economic values and old to new economic institutions and relationships. That is the theory. And fortunately, we see it affirmed by what is now happening in communities all around the world. The purpose of the new economy is to meet the needs of all people in sustainable balance with Earth's biosphere. It requires a profound transformation of cultural values, institutional power, and ways of living. We must shift the defining value from money to life, the locus of decision-making power from global financial institutions and corporations to local people and communities. We need to transform the defining purpose from growing profligate consumption for the few to supporting healthy, joyful living for everyone. Now, the values of the old economy drive it to self-organize toward accelerating economic instability, environmental destruction, concentration of wealth, and political corruption. Our common future depends on displacing this defective old economy system with a new economy system defined by values and institutions that drive the system to self-organize toward three attractors: ecological balance, equitable distribution, and living democracy. To achieve ecological balance, we must reduce aggregate human consumption to bring our species into balance with Earth's biosphere. If we're going to reduce aggregate consumption while at the same time meeting the material needs of the world's people, we must achieve an equitable distribution of Earth's real living wealth, which in turn can be achieved and maintained only through living democracy, a process of active, bottom-up, popular economic and political participation that goes far beyond the ballot box. This means getting everyone in the game within a framework of positive moral values. It is clear that no single organization is going to achieve such an audaciously ambitious agenda on its own. The good news is that there are literally hundreds of millions of us working toward a new economy vision here and around the world. This work requires us to declare our independence from Wall Street and engage the practical work of rebuilding our Main Street economies based on new economy purposes, values, rules, and institutions.